Patrick Barthelemy. I'm a sophomore, and talk to you a little bit about Patrick Mexico, which is a service delivery program. I attended this past January. From January 2nd to the 11th, I traveled with a group of 22 other people on a service trip from San Diego to Mexico. The group consisted of 3 administrators and 20 students. The program was called Project Mexico. Project Mexico, Project Mexico is not like any other service program. It's a time where we immerse ourselves in another culture to learn about their values, customs, and traditions. We prepped ourselves with weekly meetings leading up to the trip and capped it off with a fundraiser called the PMEX auction. We raised $13,000 for a community of people that we didn't even know. Little did I know that people that we're about to meet will change my life and theirs as well. Service by presence is something that's overlooked by many people attending a service trip. We tend to think that we cannot affect someone's life by just being in attendance. This is true, but at the same time, there's another component to it as well. During our time in Mexico, we met numerous people in different communities who all had a different story. And they all asked us to do one thing. That one thing was to listen. And so we did. And what came out of it was a new sense of life and its real values. By us taking the time to listen to the locals, they realized that we care. They knew we weren't there to swoop in their community and change their situation in a matter of hours. They also realized that there are people out there who take the time out of their day to sit down and just listen because we genuinely just care. This is called service by presence. The act of service by being present and aware in a community. Sometimes just being there listening to their struggles can empower them. The 23 of us were a prime example of service by presence. If there's anything I want you to take away is this idea. Take some time out of your day and show someone you really care. Sit with them in a secluded area, put away your phone, and give somebody the attention they need and deserve. It will make their day. And there have to be a topic at hand, just sit down and talk. It can make all the difference. Being in the presence of others can also change your perception of life, as it did for me. Being with people like Jorge, David, Rigo, and Alonzo made me realize that I need to be more productive in my life. They indirectly showed me how to be happy. They were proud of what they had and showed me that they didn't need or yearn for anything else unless to make their community happy. They were proud of what they had. I took these morals and brought back with me to Baltimore. I changed my major from international business to global studies and applied to become a PMEX leader. I'm sorry that I felt uncomfortable because I was drawing international business, but it just wasn't my calling anymore. I realized that learning about the world and the factors that play into shaping the world interested me more. I concentrated on globalization and the positive and negative effects it has on developing countries like Mexico. This is what interests me, and I love every minute of it. If there's a person that helped me through this hard process of swallowing everything that I went through, I would say it was the Assistant Director of CCSJ, Andy. If you please stand up. Andy was involved with me every step of the way, whether it was selecting me to attend the trip, consoling me throughout, or poking fun about me winning the day with the bell at the auction. Since it was her final year working in the office and leading this wonderful experience, I knew it would be hard for her to say goodbye to the people she had made such strong relationships with down in Mexico. It was especially hard for me to see because I thought of her as a grandmother, well, a mother. And if there was a time where I was troubled, you were there to either answer questions for me or offer counsel. And I appreciate it now more than ever. To be honest, attending the trip next year won't be the same without you, and I know I'll surely miss you. Sorry, Leo, but Andy, I love you. To close, I just want to share a quote that a fellow Project Mexico member shared with us during our final reflection. Stephanie Manila said, "The people she met in Mexico and San Diego were so poor in material goods, but so rich spiritually." I love this quote. I think about it every single time I need to remember about Mexico. I'll never forget the people and experiences that we came across, especially because they had such a positive impact on my life. I couldn't forget this quote because it